Ben. Ben. Thomas. Anyone? Okay. Marco. Yeah, we're live currently. So.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
That's right. I didn't even do anything. I was recording anyway, so.
Okay, I've been recording for like 2 minutes now because we've been live for 2 minutes.
Where is there? I've been trying to ask. Where's the link to where I can watch the chat? Is there a chat?
Yeah,
it's on the website.
I'm on the website.
Is the chat on the website?
Yeah, you have to go into the post.
Oh, I am in the post. There's no chat. I'm just
on the
YouTube.
Right side, and there's a widget there.
I mean, everyone can go to the site. We can push people there too. But I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what's hosting this.
Hey,
I'm breaking my Twitch partnership. This isn't good.
You do YouTube stuff too. Don't even joke.
Not stream though.
I'm just using YouTube as an embed for our site because that's where I want people to go is our website.
Okay.
That's where everything is.
All right, I'm going there. Okay.
Is it still just hosting the YouTube chat though?
Can I pop?
Or is it a separate site chat?
Yeah, I can pop out the chat.
Ah, that's okay.
It's kind of cool. You could change your text colors and there's like emojis and stuff. It's kind of cool.
It is cool. That means having two chats.
Yeah, I think in the future we'll normally just stream off on the website. For like smaller stuff, but for stuff like this, we'll do. I would really like to have like every single one of the streaming sites, but that's just too complicated for right now.
Wait, it's on the right. That's just the Twitter feed.
No, you have to go into the post.
Go into the YouTube. Click actual YouTube. Click the YouTube on the video.
I put the link in our Discord, guys.
You're so bad at this.
I'm slightly intoxicated, Thomas.
Yeah,
and I have the unlike Baldy over there, I have the chat up. So yeah.
I don't see a chat. I have YouTube chat.
Click. That's the chat we're going with. Also, hi Nero.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Oh, you're so quiet.
Oh, I am. Oh shit. Okay. Hold
on. Lo is using his phone. Yeah. So bear with us.
Okay, so I think Audacity is recording. Okay. I don't know if Lo is recording.
I'm recording.
Wait, hold on.
This is gonna be great.
Hold on.
Yeah. We'll figure it out tonight. Microsoft's not that important anyway.
Oh, come on. That's sad.
No, it's important. I actually, well, I'll wait. I'll save it. I'll wait. Can you guys hear me?
I see no chat. There's nothing in the post. It's just the video.
You gotta go to the actual YouTube.
It's on the right hand side. It's in the widget. Yes. I wrote in there. It says "We good."
I can't see anything.
That's the YouTube chat.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's the YouTube chat, Thomas.
That's what I was asking.
Come on, Thomas.
No, I installed a widget.
There's no widget in the
chat. Be good is shown in the live chat for YouTube.
There is no widget on the actual website.
I can see it. I don't know. Lo saw it before.
We probably have to install. Everyone probably has to install it that wants to use it.
It's a plugin on WordPress.
Oh boy, this is going great. Yeah, because I'm looking on the post right now, and there is nothing on the right. It is just showing me links to our various social media outlets where you can follow us.
It shouldn't have that at all. It should just have only the chat.
I clicked.
I don't know. Do we want to talk about some E3 though?
Yes.
I don't know. It's weird. Is Lo still there?
Yeah, I think he's fighting his audio.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
This is gonna be fun.
Yep, Thomas, I even clicked the link. Oops,
whatever.
My bad.
I'll figure it out later. We got a show to do.
Doing it live.
So welcome everyone to Video Games Corner. This is E3 Video Games Live. Wait, that's a different thing. E3 2017. I call it day 0. I know Justin calls it day 1. For me, day 1 starts on the Monday.
It is. Get with the times, Thomas.
I've always called it day zero.
E3, they are a changing.
Anyways, yeah, we got Justin, we got Lo, and we got Ben here, and we're just gonna break down the conferences. The last couple days. EA and Microsoft. So let's start with EA, guys. What do you say?
Correct.
Pop a cold one with the boys. There's your rock counter.
I gotta keep up with you guys.
Who doesn't drink during E3? It's the only way to get through it.
I got myself a nice coffee here.
Nice.
That's something.
Nice.
I honestly don't remember EA that much. It was kind of forgettable.
It was kind of a mess in presentation style because they replaced all their presentators with YouTubers for some reason.
It was so weird.
And a lot of the YouTubers just like missed the mark, and especially this guy, the guy in the jean jacket. He was talking about he couldn't even get his line straight.
I just see you.
It'll pop up. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So yeah, the most interesting things that I thought that came with EA was the Need for Speed Payback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the mission they went on was a heist mission for like some kind of fancy car, and it kind of reminded me of them stealing the tank out of that truck in Fast and Furious 4. Where they're on the highway.
Yeah, when they just got a car out of there that was totally in perfect shape.
Yep, and it had full tank of gas and it was ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that YouTuber guy on the left, he was so awkward. He just laughed and didn't know how to do his lines.
He's folding his arms.
Honestly, I didn't see that part, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm just kind of picturing it right now in my head, and it's funny.
No, that trailer looked really good though. Like, it was very dynamic. Like when I'd go from gameplay to cinematics, and it looked like a lot of fun. Like when they showed later, like after the actual conference, they just showed gameplay and stuff, and they showed like an extended version of that scene leading up to that, and it was all really cool. Like you basically are going through kind of like burnout style.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just like, knocking people off. Like there's different ways you can do it. You can kind of like nudge them off to the side and they hit a sign and blow up, or you kind of steer them off in a different direction. They like run into the guard post, or you just like smash into them and like flip them over.
Really?
So there's a lot of variety there, and I feel like this is probably made by the same team that did a Burnout game, maybe.
Yeah, it looks very Burnout inspired, especially the takedowns.
Yeah.
Like every single one of them had a slow-mo takedown that looked pretty.
Yeah, they kept like starting to say takedown and then they say something else instead. Like they couldn't say takedown.
I didn't notice that. That's funny.
Yeah, the main guy that was doing it was pretty funny.
Brilliant.
But yeah, so like it had a really cool style and it looks beautiful. And it's not open world, but they said whenever you're not like doing a mission or whatever, you can just kind of drive around free. So it's like, I guess it's a partially open world. Like when you're not in a mission, it's open. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it looks really impressive. I'm really interested in playing this. This seems like a Burnout game that a lot of people have been asking for.
Mm-hmm.
You mean Need for Speed?
You mean Fast and Furious?
Yeah, right. I definitely got the Fast and the Furious vibe from it, which is not a bad thing. It's just, I feel like this game, just from what I've seen so far, they're actually like trying to do it well. Because I've seen games before that have tried to kind of like replicate that sort of style, and they just kind of just totally tail.
Like the Wheelman?
Wheelman. Oh, yes. Let's not talk about that. But
can I throw dynamite out my window? I don't think so. They show cutscenes like that are more dynamic, like getting out of the car like that. But I don't think there's any weapon or like on foot mechanic. That'd be cool. But, I realize that wasn't a real question, but I was just answering it anyway.
Yeah, to have weapons or something. I don't think they'll go in that direction. That seems more like a Wipeout or a kart racer type of thing.
It's basically GTA at that point.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
But it's not shown here. It was later in the conference. I don't know if that's part of this video. But there was like some really impressive vehicle customization mechanics.
Oh,
Like
nice.
you can paint like individual parts of the car separately from each other, so it's not like you just choose one color and then like some decals or whatever. You can do like the like front bumper one color, and then like the area above the tire is a different color, and like the doors a different color, and the roof a different color. It's all just like you kind of pick like an area, and you can like completely individually customize those different areas to make like the exact car you want to make.
Brilliant.
And that's really impressive. Because Need for Speed's always had really good customization options, but that's like next level.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I like stuff like that, especially like with just the fact, just how you're describing it, just from painting just individual parts of the car. That's just, I don't know. That's, for me, that's a big deal, because that's one of the things like in Need for Speed games I spend the most time. I was like, oh, what color should I pick? What kind of decals should I put on here? Like I want to be able to look different from like all the other cars on the road. So that sounds pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what sets it apart from just like a drag racing game or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was always my favorite parts in the old like PS2 and GameCube Need for Speed games. But I haven't played one in a long time. I heard the last one had some pretty similar levels too.
Yeah, and then what you were saying earlier about the transition from like the sort of like cutscenes to like the actual gameplay. The last Need for Speed game I like seriously played was Most Wanted on, I think it was on PS2 or something like that. And I remember that was executed pretty well. So I mean, I just like stuff like that where it's like, oh, it's a cutscene. Now you're playing. I'm like, oh wait, shit, what do I do? Keep you on your toes,
That might not be too good for a racing game. You're like, you go into the cutscene, you're like, oh shit.
I just hold down the throttle the entire time just in case.
Yeah, but I think that's what impressed me most is like there's actually, it's not just like all about racing. It's like you kind of have to. They showed one point where like the racers slowed down so someone would smack into them from behind and break out or burn out or whatever, take down, I guess. And then they're like, okay, now speed up and go catch the truck. It's like you can take those moments to kind of slow down and take out your enemies first, and then go back to racing.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought overall this gameplay footage looked pretty good. There was a couple spots where it hiccuped and looked a little bit framey, but I think that could have been the stream itself. And it's also early, so
Yeah.
Right, you never know.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Let's unless you guys have more to say. I think
Ixon just said there was physics issues, but to that I say Fast and the Furious.
Dude, they forget about gravity in those movies.
Yeah.
What's gravity even? Sir Isaac Newton? What? No, forget that guy.
I mean, there's jokes that one's going to take place in space by the time they're done, so then they wouldn't have to worry about gravity.
Yeah, right.
Awesome.
In space.
All right, the next thing we have here that I thought was a pretty standout from EA, I thought it was the best looking thing, was A Way Out. And this is a co-op adventure prison game where you're playing as two different guys. The whole aspect here is co-op. They're focused on that very heavily during the presentation. So I don't know if you can play this two players, or single player rather. I'm not entirely sure. Probably. But
they said you can't, like, you don't have to play it on a couch. But I think they said there's no single player campaign.
Okay. All right.
Huh.
Which is interesting, because two brothers could be played by yourself. You just had to control both of them.
Yeah, and this is made by one of the developers or lead developers on that game is making this one. I thought this looked really, really interesting in the way they handled the co-op and the two-player aspect, especially with presentation and like the way they work the camera angles and like. It always blows my mind when two characters are in completely different places because they have to render both of those places at the same time.
Yeah.
So I wonder if,
but I mean, it's split screen, so you're only rendering like so much space. They can do more of that occlusion or whatever it's called, where like they only render the area that's visible on screen.
Oh, okay. Usually, with what I understand, when you do split screen, it halves the frame rate.
That's when it's doing the same visual on screen because it's rendering like everything together.
Okay,
there's different. It's weird. There's differences.
Yeah,
I think it's really interesting.
Go ahead.
Just like the set, how it's like in prison, because and also just if it's true that you can't play single player, like if you start up the game, like you just get paired up with some random person, which kind of like coincides with the setup, but kind of because like if you're in jail, like you don't necessarily always know your cellmate or whatever. So,
but they're brothers.
Oh, they're brothers. Okay.
Are they brothers? I didn't know they were brothers.
Yeah, they're two brothers.
I thought they were different people.
I didn't know they were brothers.
You're talking about Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. That's the same developer of this.
No, I thought the two characters in the cell, like in prison, weren't brothers. I thought they were just random people that met, and
I thought it said they were brothers.
one wanted to break out.
I don't know. The point is, I was in the Twitch chat, like watching the EA stream, and literally everyone just kept spamming Prison Break over and over again during this trailer. It looks like Prison Break. I actually thought maybe it was a licensed Prison Break game, just like using original characters, but like that same universe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of glad it's its own thing.
Do any of you guys watch Prison Break, by the way? Have any of you guys watched the series?
I watched the season finale of season 2, and that was about it.
I was watching it, and I haven't finished the new season because it wasn't great. But
yeah, it wasn't amazing, but it was another season, so.
I don't know. I looked at this and I thought this would be like a good game for us to play a long shot together, like do a co-op stream of it.
Yeah, I thought that too.
So
it's definitely unique. Like you got to respect them taking the risk on something that's literally not single player.
Yeah,
and it's couch co-op, which is really nice too.
Mm-hmm.
That is fantastic. I like that. Actually,
yeah,
I like.
Yeah, I want to.
I mean, it's online also, but like they're kind of specifying like you want to be able to talk to someone. Like this is something where you want to be next to them.
Right.
So it's cool that they're actually taking the time to make something that's couch co-op in 2017.
Yeah.
Do we know if there's going to be a voice chat if you play online or no?
Or soon.
Have to be. Yeah.
I would hope so.
Or there's Discord.
Yeah, just use Discord. Just everyone get rid of your voice chats. Just go to Discord.
Yeah. Nintendo already did.
They got the future. Yeah, so here, there's going to be coming up here. It's going to be showing off a little bit of the gameplay, where it has the split screen, where one's in a conversation, the other one's just walking around and getting into the prison finally. So
yeah, that was really cool. Like one person's in a cinematic and the other is playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's got to be some tricky rendering. Because it's one thing to have to render two different views, but it's another to actually have the game like process two separate scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I like the mutton chops on that one guy. They're bringing back the mutton chops.
I hope you can choose which one you play as.
Yeah. I also got flashes of "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" in this as well.
I can see that. And I've been watching a lot of Orange Is the New Black, so like I didn't necessarily get that feel because that's a women's prison, but like it kind of made me like want to play a game in a prison.
Nice. Good series, by the way.
Yeah, the new season's excellent.
Like when I first started,
guy, there's always...
Okay, I think we're still live.
Oh, did you have an issue?
Yeah, the stream went down for a bit there, and then I think it's back.
Oh, mine didn't. I'm watching it. I'm keeping it up just so I can like know where we are in the view.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn up a little bit of audio here. Yeah, and it also shows like I thought the whole game might have taken place in the prison, but it looks like there's a lot of it that takes place outside as well. Like
yeah,
finally escape.
Which honestly, I like. Part of me wishes it was just in the prison. I know that wouldn't be much of a game, but the fact that there's so much outside of it makes me think that the prison's just like maybe the first hour or two, and you get out pretty quickly. And that seemed like the coolest stuff, like those mechanics of like how to orchestrate a prison escape in like full 3D. It's not like the Escapists where you're just kind of running around like grabbing stuff. It's it's pretty simple. This would be like an actual prison escape. But then like they showed like driving mechanics and stuff like that, and they're not gonna put that stuff into the game if it's not important.
Yeah. I'm hoping a majority of the game takes place in the prison. Like a majority of the game is like you breaking out. And like maybe like the last, I don't know, 25-30% of the game is you just escaping, like getting like staying out, like just running from like the cops and all that kind of stuff, just being on the lam basically.
Yeah. It'd be kind of cool if they actually had a mechanic built in where like you can get caught again and you have to break out again.
I don't know. I might be pissed off about that if that happened.
What if they take you to a different prison? No.
You never know.
Is that where the prison break element comes in? You get caught, put back in, break out again.
Oh no, we're in a different prison. We have to break out.
It happened in Prison Break. Literally, like every other season, was like there's a Prison Break season, and then there's escape, like a on the run season, and then you get caught and go to a different prison. And you break out of that season, and then the next season would be him on the run again, and so.
The thing about it just kept watching though. I don't know why it was so predictable, but I just kept watching it. Yeah,
the characters, man.
Yeah. Captain Cold.
Wentworth Miller he has so much charisma. You can't help it.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
He was Deathstroke in one episode of Teen Titans or Young Justice, I guess it is, and then they like recast him for some reason. But he has such a good voice for Deathstroke. Like I wanna see him more as Deathstroke. That'd be awesome. Anyway, this was beside the point.
All right, I'm gonna switch it over to Battlefront 2. So
okay.
Yes.
So
skipping all the sports stuff.
What?
Skipping all the sports stuff.
Yeah. Well, seriously, like sports, it's important to some people, but not to like us, and I don't think our audience.
Yeah, I know. I wanted you to skip all the sports stuff. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Just really quickly on sports games, I've noticed that some of them have been adding like story modes and stuff, which is interesting-ish, kind of, but not enough to get me back into sports.
I mean, the Madden one looked like Friday Night Lights, so there's something in that.
Yeah.
But I will say real quick that we had mentioned the FIFA issue on Switch, and it sounds like it's not like completely broken. They just kind of like retooled the career mode and stuff for that. So it's not like the full-on story mode that's included in the others. But there is actually like a fully fledged single player career mode. It's just a different thing.
Oh.
So they showed off a little bit. I mean, obviously they didn't show off the Switch version, but they announced some of the features and stuff for it. And I'm sure they'll show it off more with Nintendo conference. And then like they put a thing for it on their site, kind of explaining the differences to that mode. So it doesn't look so bad. But anyway.
All right. You said you wanted to skip sports, and then you started talking about sports. Because
that was a relevant news thing from the podcast, you dick.
I completely tuned myself out. It's late here. It's past my bedtime.
Oh.
My bedtime is 9 p.m. because I'm old. All right, let's quickly just talk about Battlefront 2. They came out with they kind of started the presentation kind of cool where I'm gonna butcher the guy's name. Joe Boyega.
John Boyega.
Okay, he tweeted. He's like, "Where's the single player?" Basically, and then they showed this huge like reaction. They're like, "All right, let's come out and let's say that we're gonna do a single player." So they said that, but they showed off the multiplayer mainly. They didn't really show anything single player.
And that chick that announced it too. Like the lead actress or whatever from it?
She's the lead voice actress. I guess she does mocap, I guess.
Oof, is all I have to say.
I do all that stuff.
I'm with you on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty.
She was pretty.
But yeah,
she seemed genuinely pleased to be there, which is cool.
I really enjoyed the way this game looks. Like the last game was fine. It was just there wasn't enough content and there wasn't enough to keep people coming back. But something like this
there wasn't enough content.
They're going to have the free DLC, so all the characters and all the maps and everything is going to come for free, which is really nice, and how multiplayer shooters should be doing it now.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that crossed my mind is just how much content are they going to be giving away for free? Like, is it like, oh, we're going to do like, Finn and Phasma, and then that's it? They
made it sound like anything that comes out for it. Like, what would be a season pass is going to be free.
Yeah, there's no season pass. They said maps, characters, a bunch of other stuff that comes with
it. Because I was watching like the trailer, some of the gameplay, and I was like, this looks really pretty. It looks like the first one, like like maps I haven't seen before and stuff like that. But just the fact that they're adding a story mode, the campaign, and then the free content, I feel like it's kind of like, hey guys, sorry for the first one. Here you go.
Yeah, they're probably like, okay, we can't make you pay for another $60 game when you didn't get $60 worth of content out of the first one.
$100 game.
Oh, was it?
Right.
I mean, to get everything, it was Battlefront 1.
Pass, yeah.
That's fair.
Because, and realistically, they shouldn't even charge because they're going to make their money back because it's going to come out during episode 8. So it's like they're going to get people who are going to want to buy a Star Wars game. So you don't need to charge. You're going to make your money back. And I think it's a good move, but I won't play it.
I'm probably going to play this one a lot more than the other one. You know what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to add loot crates and have you buy loot crates. kind of be like Overwatch and just have like, ooh, look at this cosmetic helmet of this
They'll find ways. Like they'll have microtransactions if it's going to be a free season pass. Because it's EA, they do that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. As long as it's cosmetic only.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
They had Darth Maul in this. He came out with his double lightsaber. He's pretty cool.
He's so cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is weird how many different characters there are on the map and stuff. Because like they have their own abilities and stuff, but some of them seem drastically more overpowered than others. It's like, why would you play as these little droids and stuff when you can be like, you know?
Yeah, the heroes. They're gonna mix around with the timelines. So they had Boba Fett in with Star Wars Episode 1 instead of Jango Fett, which I don't mind. I don't really care. I like having that mentality of like, let's have all of our action figures play together.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that. But if they're actually doing storylines from the movies, they gotta keep it canon. In multiplayer, it's fine, but like I just don't want them to do it in the single player campaign.
Nerd.
My
Nerd.
canon, my precious canon.
Hey, aren't we all
the
nerds?
Star Wars canon is sacred.
I disagree.
All right.
Your Star Wars
And I
canon,
respect your opinion, but I also disagree.
your Star Wars canon died in 2015. Let it go. Let it go.
Well, I just hope that this Battlefront 2 is better than the original Battlefront 2. But that is kind of because that's my favorite Battlefront. Like, I still play that game.
Included the planes and stuff.
Yeah. So they got some work to do. As far as impressing me, like if they're trying to like if they're calling it Battlefront 2, then they got some big shoes to fill, in my opinion. So
it looks good, but as we all know, things that look good don't always play well.
Yep.
Right.
And EA and Microsoft, for that matter, are big believers in making a game look good.
Which is all well and good, but you know, it only takes you so far.
Right.
All right, let's pivot into Microsoft.
Ah, yes, Microsoft.
Okay.
I hate to admit that I was
while I
impressed
load
by
up the
them.
footage.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I went into that conference just assuming that they would have nothing. And when they started it off in the first 5 minutes of debuting a racing car,
oh my god!
Okay, clearly they have no games if they're showing off a car.
I was about to flip a table, dude. I'm like, stop talking about the port. I don't care.
Yeah, because I had read about like what they would have to do to impress people, and it was like, you know, spend maybe 5 minutes on the Scorpio, which, you know, Xbox One X. We'll get back to that. Dumb name. But if they want to like hold people, they'll have to like immediately go to games. So they spend about 5, maybe 10 minutes on the Xbox, and then they show Forza and a car, and I'm like, okay, they're already on the wrong foot.
Yeah,
they brought it back.
They did. I think they purpose just to be like, oh, we're gonna like sort of like make everybody think that, oh, well, this is exactly what we expected, and then show a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they surprised me, threw me for a loop.
Okay.
Having issues?
Yeah, I'm gonna be good. Here we go.
Okay.
Yay!
All right, I got that running. It's good.
Like, they really didn't need to start with Forza, because sure, it's a pretty game. I get they were wanting to use it to show off the Xbox, but like it's just pretty. Like, I don't understand the appeal of that game's series overall, because it's a very like technical, like formulaic racer.
Yeah,
it's literally a Formula One racer. It's formulaic.
After games like, you know, Gran Turismo and stuff like that, like I feel like racing games aren't really that hard to make look really good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So just the fact that they started off with Forza, I was like, oh, here we go. They don't have anything, so this is the best they have.
Yeah, so, the Game Boy Advance had a few really good-looking racing games.
Yeah.
Okay, like, come on. The Game Boy.
No, I'm not kidding.
This is a completely different league. This is completely different.
I know. I'm just saying, like, as far as like pushing a system's like graphical technology, it's not hard to do with a racing game.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so let's start off here. So yeah, they started off with came out, showed off. They did a little bit of a dump on their tech specs. They had a bunch of really
like
cool...
they took a dump on them.
Yeah, sure.
Well, the rest of the internet sure did.
I really enjoyed the stupid like B-roll stuff that they showed with all their tech, because I don't know, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. I think it looks nice and dumb.
I love B-roll.
So yeah, then they came out with Forza. They debuted a car. They signed a lease or not a lease, but a 6-year deal with Porsche, which I think was like a huge deal back in the day when I think Gran Turismo signed a deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they showed off Forza, and Forza looked really good. Like it's kind of hard to tell when you have like a 1080p monitor in front of you instead of a 4K one, and you're watching a 1080p stream. But it's still like it looked like the best race, like the best game I've seen. Like I'm gonna go back a little bit, but the stuff that really stood out to me was the texture on the sand and on the rocks and the ridges, and even like the water effects were really nice, and the clouds and the weather effects. Like it looks amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw like the terrain that they were kind of showing off, I was like, "Oh, is this just like a generic freaking like tech demo? Like this is some bullshit." But then they started actually showing the game. I was like, "Oh, I'll shut up now."
But you know, will always be the best racing game of all time, though.
What's that?
Sega Rally on the Sega Saturn. Oh yeah.
Yes, Sega Rally, good game.
All right, so let's move off of Forza for now. Let's go.
Yeah, I have no opinions on Forza.
Yeah, like I'm not a huge racing guy, but every time I watch like these racing videos, I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'll take Need for Speed over Forza any day. I don't care that the physics are wrong.
I just want the stupid. Yeah. I just want the stupid the family, Fast and Furious knockoff. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, so then after that,
licensing, because that game was terrible.
So then after that, they showed off a new game coming to Xbox. I think this is exclusive.
Yeah, I believe it.
And it's Metro. What is it? Exodus.
Yeah, Exodus. Yes.
Yeah. So I
looks legit.
I played the first 2 games. I really enjoyed them. I didn't really expect seeing another one after they came out, but I was surprised that they made a deal and came up with the Metro Exodus.
Yeah, because the other ones are multi-console too.
Yeah.
So this might be like a launch exclusive. That's what a lot of them said they were. They would like highlight the word exclusive.
Yep.
But it was like Xbox launch exclusive.
They did that for Twitter and only Twitter. Oh, exclusives, yeah, Xbox. Like,
right.
Wow. But that game, like that gameplay footage, like that was one of like the trailers I actually watched while I was like unpacking and cleaning and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it looked really good to me because like I don't know, just something about just like the setting of Metro, and then just like when the monsters came out and stuff, and then like, oh my gosh, it just looks so cool. And then just the fact that it was all going to be in like 4K, like this game, I'm like, oh, holy crap, like this is like okay, Xbox Scorpio, I'm taking you seriously now.
Yeah. Some of the textures looked a little rough, like some of the bump mapping and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
when things don't look amazing in 4K, they look even worse. And I think that's going to be the big problem with this console. Is like the things that are up-resed aren't going to look great.
I don't know if it'll look worse, but it'll be more noticeable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those rat monsters kind of just looked a little like a little bland.
In spots when he was in underneath, like it looked a little off, but like once he got outside, it looked a little bit better.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's why they were kind of trying to show off the outside stuff, because it's like for the first time, Metro is above ground, which is cool.
I think it's because like of all the lighting effects and stuff like that makes it look better.
I like
I noticed that he took off his mask when he was outside at one point, and I was like, "Whoa, that's not Metro."
I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, it kind of looks like they're trying to pull a Fallout with it.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, like, if this is going to be like an open world type of thing, like
it
Fallout,
is.
or if it's going to be. Oh, it is. Okay.
There's that one point where he pulls up a map, so probably.
Yeah, they confirmed that.
Sweet.
Like the underground stuff is still there, but like that they focus on the above ground stuff because it's the first time you can do that in this series.
Yeah. Because I remember that was
where the world map comes in.
That was one thing about the first two Metro games. They were more linear because everything took place underground, of course, and like the tunnels and tunnels only go like either one way or another way. So yeah, I like that they're kind of forging new ground with this next title. It just
Yeah.
I'm really interested, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's going to
I
look
love
like.
this part when like the giant mutated bear comes out. It's like he's going to attack the rats and then just run away, and then he turns around and was like, "Oh, there's a bear." I was seriously like, "Oh, okay," when I saw that first.
Yeah, when he started attacking him with the crossbow, I was like, "What? Just move to like get a machine gun or something." Like I hated that crossbow with their load speed.
Yeah, that was a very.
But this was probably my favorite. Well, one of my favorite trailers of the conference so far. Because like it's all gameplay, like it's rendered in engine and everything, but it's paced really well as far as like showing off actual gameplay and then kind of transitioning to cinematics, and like it looks like a movie even though you're playing it. And that's what a trailer should do. It shouldn't just be like a cinematic fest or like you're not sure when it's being played and when it's not, that kind of thing. Like this felt like a good mix of both.
All right. After that, I think the next big thing was the Assassin's Creed Origins.
I have words about this.
Give us your words.
All right, drunk Ben, share with the world.
I have words that one, Egypt is cool, but that
I
new
agree
sort
with that.
of
Egypt is cool.
Yeah, Egypt is cool, but that new sort of strafing thing that they have, that they've given him, that looks jank. Like that looks like it. Like it's probably not. It's gonna look better, but it looks jank. It's just hashtag jank. And you know what? It's Assassin's Creed. Like it. Yeah. Part of me wanted to be wowed, and it was wowed. I mean, visually it looks pretty. It definitely sets itself apart from the other Assassin's Creed games beforehand. Like, well, actually, it really reminds me of the first Assassin's Creed, but better. But that sideways step he does is just so. It looks so stiff and jank.
You mean in combat?
Yeah, in combat, like he has that, because that's the biggest complaint Assassin's Creed has had for almost a decade.
Ever since it first came out.
Yeah, ever since it first came out, but
2007.
Jesus.
Holy
wow.
God, yeah.
But like that part looks the worst, but the environments look pretty, and like just I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since 2012 with 3, and I wanted to, so maybe I'll try this when it goes on sale for $10.
Yeah. I really like Syndicate, and I still only played like maybe 5 hours of that game.
I want to play that one. That one looked fun, but yeah, that
good.
Seriously, that animation is jank.
And then there's a giant serpent for some reason. Like, is this not historical?
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed is never historical.
Well, no, but like it was at least a little bit realistic with like actual people. Like there was some mystical stuff.
Right, that's a
straight
up mythological beast.
Yeah, this has mythological beasts in it, so I don't know. I think that's kind of that'd be cool. Like it would be interesting if you fight like different beasts from like legends, but it's a completely different take.
Who cares? Assassin's Creed ruined its story with Assassin's Creed 3, so fuck anything being tied to historical events. Plus, even in the first Assassin's Creed game, things in that game weren't historically accurate. So give me giant beasts to fight.
Yeah.
Just do it.
You know, I thought at first when I saw like the whole like spotting enemies with the bird, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." But then I was like, "No, it's kind of cheap, actually."
That's the lift. That to me reminded me of I don't know, because I played Assassin's Creed a lot, too much to my own hatred. That reminded me of the DLC, the Infamy or something, where George Washington turns himself to a dictator or a king rather, and you get abilities that are animal-like. So that reminds me of that, and that actually is cool. Like giving me ways to scope out my targets and everything like that, so I can kill them with them. See, here's the thing: I say this, yet whenever I play this game, I will do the most boring thing ever. I will never do the cool thing that tells the game can show you can do. I will do the I'm gonna grab you, I'm gonna throw you off the ledge. That's it. That's how lazy.
Yeah, the bird. What Ubisoft is doing, they're like molding all their IPs together. So like that bird's actually been in different Ubisoft games before, but as a drone or as a bird in Far Cry Primal. Like there's a lot, they use it a lot, and it's really apparent. Like even in this game, when they had the gameplay part, they had the compass at the top, which I'm like, that's from Far Cry. Like,
yeah, but it's a new feature to Assassin's Creed, so it's new, okay?
Well, there is that theory that all the Ubisoft games are a part of a shared cinematic universe that will culminate into the ultimate Ubisoft game called, stay with me here, Sandbox.
I think Reddit r/outside wants a word with you.
No, legit, like this game looked kind of bad from the start. Like it looks like a launch title Xbox One game. It does not look like it's enhanced in 4K or whatever.
I thought it looked pretty. It looks pretty.
I thought it kind of just looks like Assassin's Creed. Like
it doesn't look like new or fresh or anything. It just looks like Assassin's Creed has always looked.
Yeah,
with a spice of jank. With a spice,
right? Like some of the, I actually like the bird's eye view mechanic and things like that. Like, sure, they're not new to they're not new to Ubisoft, but they're things that fit in this series, so I don't mind them. The combat looked dumb, but like better. Like yes, jank, but I liked the agility to it, even if it looked jank, because it's always kind of been like okay, I attack you, and then you attack me, and then I attack you, and we see who dies first if you don't stealth. This at least has a little bit more like agility to it as far as like dodging and things like that. But then he like it hasn't happened yet, but whatever, you guys have seen it if you're here. You like he shoots an arrow and then like aims it down the stairs to hit the guy in the back, and it's like that's not how arrows work.
It's at the end, yeah.
It's a video game, Justin. It's a video game.
It reminded me of Heavenly Sword when you used to guide the arrows when you shoot them.
It's about a mythical order of people in white hoods. God, that sounds banned out of context. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Banned out of context.
That should be... Is that a Twitter handle? Video games out of context? Oh my god. That would be the greatest Twitter account ever. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Let's look. Video games out of context.
Because there's a wrestling without a context, and that thing is hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good Twitter.
Apparently it's not.
I gotta jump on that. I'm gonna create that right now.
At least not by that name, but like it searches just like for the words individually in text, and I'm not seeing it on Twitter.
Oh yeah, another thing here is that they have a weird new interface menu system that looks like Destiny. I think a lot of video games are doing that now. The menus that look like Destiny.
I don't want any HUDs. No HUDs. Hashtag no HUDs. No HUDs at all. I played Breath of the Wild Pro. Every game should do that.
But not all games are good at visual storytelling. That's the problem.
That's very true.
Neither was Breath of the Wild, but it got the job done.
Sure it was. You could tell everything just by like the expressions and stuff that were on screen.
I mean, if you're high, sure.
I mean, like you get cold and it goes, and then you start shivering. It gets hot and you like sigh and like catch on fire. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
I mean, yeah, fire hurts.
I do like that they're setting it in Egypt and that like it's not going to be like an all white cast and stuff like that. Like that's.
But what is the lore?
Interesting.
What is the lore? I
want to
know
what the first order.
Yeah,
the lore.
It's the origins. This is the origins of the lore.
They were bred in pyramids.
That's actually pretty. You know what? This is false because it can't be the origins of the lore. The origins of the lore would have to be in Babylon. This is bull. I call bullshit on this game.
Maybe you were lied to in the other games.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I would just that would have been cool to like done it in like Mesopotamia. Like that would have been cool. Then again, Egypt's probably a more familiar place. Because let's face it, Americans don't read. Americans don't read at all. They don't know what Mesopotamia is or what Ur is or why the Tigris and Euphrates River are the origins of our species. Egypt, because people know who Jerry O'Connell is.
Yeah, like I remember, was it Brotherhood? I think you like went down into the catacombs or whatever and saw ancestor assassins, kind of in their different garbs, and people were like theorizing what each region each of them was from, and I think one was like China, which happened.
You mean the wolves? You mean with the wolves?
I don't know. Maybe
there were wolves in Brotherhood that you did, and you got armor. I don't remember Sister Assassin's Creed people.
Like, but it's like a different.
There couldn't have been women because Ubisoft can't program women, so I think you're lying, Justin.
I mean, there was that one game. It's like Assassin's Creed Liberation or something. That was a
Vita game. It doesn't exist.
They ported
That's
it.
true.
What?
Yeah, they did. They ported it to PS3. So screw you, Ben.
I mean, that's a technicality, but whatever.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, and they also announced PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is coming to Xbox One now.
Yeah,
even though it's not done.
Exactly.
It's coming. It's coming in 20. It's coming late this year. Can I be done by then? It might be like a full release by then. So
Maybe.
Like Ark is done.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I go on a rant for a second? Can I please go on a
rant?
Why are these unfinished games showing up on home consoles? I
don't know.
I understand Valve is too incompetent to do anything about putting these shit games on their Steam page, and they're great YouTube fodder, but they're horrible games. There should be no reason they touch my precious Xbox One X. That's my original YouTube handle. Don't steal. And they're on the PlayStation Store. They have no purpose. Yeah, there are bad games beforehand. But
can I interrupt you real quick? Because you can finish your rant. But I just wanted to say that like they did that tactic where you like shoot a hole in the door and then throw a Molotov in the room. That's brilliant. I need to use that. Yeah, continue.
I've
done that. I know you guys love Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. By the way, I think that's a dumb title for a video game.
It is. It's really dumb.
Okay,
wrong.
Every time I see it, you know what? Here's the word. Can you guess the word I'm thinking when I see that game?
Jank.
It looks janky. Why would I don't understand the appeal.
It is janky.
You're wrong. Stop being wrong, Ben. Shut up because you're wrong.
I'm sure it's fine, but to me, I have to have some kind of visual appeal to look at it. It doesn't have to have realistic fish AI. Notice all the E3 references I'm doing. I'm kind of intoxicated right now and hyper.
It's kind of great though.
But like seriously, you got to have some, to me, I see games like that as
Xbox
produced.
One exclusive. I didn't know it was exclusive. All right.
Yeah. When I see games like Player Unknowns or any other of these shit green lights showing up on PlayStation or Xbox One or whatever, I feel like, do you not take pride in your game? Do you just not take pride in your game?
No, they take pride in money.
Yeah. You're the worst kind of video game developer.
They really like money, though.
Can we talk about Dragon Ball Z, please?
We'll get there. We have a couple more things we need to talk about.
Damn it, Tom's restraining me right now.
Well, we're gonna get there. Don't worry, I'm excited for that too.
Deal with it.
So just one last thing.
This dumb thing.
I just hope that the development does not suffer because they're now trying to put this on the Xbox One X. Because I want them to finish
the Xbox 6.
The XOX. Hugs and kisses.
They've got the Xbox One X and the Xbox One X. So it's like 6.
No, I guarantee you it won't strain it because they're not going to. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds is not going to bother to finish the game, so they don't have to worry about expanding any more resources. They're just going to.
They're going to finish. It's going to be amazing, and you're going to be wrong.
I'm looking at you, Ark. Launching DLC shit before
Ark
the game.
Is a really bad. It's a really good example, but Player Unknown Battlegrounds is a bit different. Yes, it's jank. It's built off that same kind of technology that the other predecessors came before, but it's still a fun game. I think it's just got enough right amount of jank. They're doing weekly updates. They're doing monthly updates. I think they're dedicated developers.
Is it free to play, or do you have to pay money to play it?
You have to pay money to play it, obviously.
Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do a game that looks like that. I can't.
It's just like $30. It's not that much.
That's a lot of money. That thing should be 15, no higher. For looking like that, you better give me 15. I better get 15.
By the time it's done,
games that look bad. State of Decay 2 looks like it should probably be $15. Probably won't be, but I'm still gonna buy it because it looks fantastic.
State of Decay 2 looks
like good jank. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm really excited, and I'm glad we saw more.
I like the first game I played. I played maybe like 4 hours of it. I don't know what it was that didn't hook me, but I really enjoyed the looting aspects and building up your little church town thing. Building up your fortress.
I mean, it felt kind of small in scope, and the fact that it was single player meant that it was just kind of helping random NPCs, so you didn't really get an attachment to them. In multiplayer, I feel like it would excel more because you actually have some stake in the people that you're running around with.
So is State of Decay a first-person story-driven game about the destruction of Microsoft from the inside because they can't produce video games?
No, the third person. Whatever you said.
Okay, awesome. Even better. I won't get motion sickness.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh goodness.
Anyways,
Yeah, there's not a lot to say about it. It's a nice trailer, but you can see the jank even in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a budget title through and through.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if we mentioned it or not, but it's got co-op in it now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was kind of my whole point.
Yeah, I don't know. This Ben's been derailing me like constantly. I can't.
I'm sorry.
Stop it.
Thomas is tired. Okay.
All right.
He's a sleepy
We also
old
got the
man.
Minecraft update. I just want to mention this because of why they called it the super duper. Oh man, I wrote it down here. What was it?
Or something? Super duper like 4K graphics or something like that.
It's so stupid.
I also really liked that Nintendo Switch got a call out in the Microsoft conference.
Did it? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, like during this Minecraft thing, you could like see a Switch like made.
Oh yeah, they had all the different things. They had all the different consoles and stuff. Yeah, that was cool.
Because like what I think is cool, like sure the graphics whatever, but what I think is cool is that like the update that's coming will combine the player base
pack. That's what it is.
Yeah, that. It'll combine the player base of Xbox, PC, Switch, and mobile.
Yeah, that's
I
really
do.
Cool.
Wait. Minecraft's on mobile? When did that happen?
That happened long time.
It's been on mobile forever.
Wow.
There's its own version, like separate from the others, and they've been working to kind of like build the mobile platform into something bigger. And so now it's pretty much the fully fledged game.
They're building a Minecraft cinematic universe. That's awesome.
Basically.
All right, let's skip past the Minecraft stuff and head straight into.
Right, Ken Button? Like, why does Minecraft need to be in 4K? It's so dumb.
It doesn't.
Why not? Let's do everything in 4K.
Like, sure, it's pretty, but it's still just really nice lighting reflecting off of blocks.
Hey, remember
and really
Dragon Ball
nice
Z,
water
guys?
splashing up against blocks.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z, yes.
So they announced it's not going to be exclusive, but they had a world premiere at their event. Dragon Ball Z, I think it's called Dragon Ball Fighter.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And this is going to be built off I believe it's the, what's the game you keep talking about on the podcast?
It is made by Arc Systems. If you do not know who Arc Systems is, they are the people who make BlazBlue. Yes, it's pronounced BlazBlue, not BlazBlue like I pronounce it like a non-weeboo person. And the other better fighting game, yes, come at me, BlazBlue fans, Guilty Gear.
Yeah, Guilty Gear.
So, yeah, a.k.a. the best, yes, I'm going to say it right now, the best looking fighting game on the market is Guilty Gear XRD Revelator 2. And the fact, look, I haven't played a DBZ game since 2004 because they're all arena fighters. This, you know what? I'm super excited because considering how disappointed I am with Marvel vs. Capcom, despite that I'll buy the game at full $60 for launch, the fact that this is going to be DBZ 3v3 Insanity with the animation of Arc Systems, this game is just a must-buy in 2018.
I think this is going to be they're going to have a clash system in there too, I believe. Like cuz you see on the screen there's like all the different fighters like fight while it's going on.
You know what though? Like I feel like this game is kind of in response to this one fan game Hyper Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if you guys have seen any of that yet, but it was a fan-made game. It was made using the Mugen system.
Yes, I've seen it. That for a Mugen fighter, that thing is sick.
Really, really good game, and it's really, really freaking cool. It's still being developed, and it's got like a huge cult following. I feel like this game is in response to that, which isn't a bad thing because it's like, oh shit, they're making the Dragon Ball Z game better than the ones that like the official ones. We should get on our shit. So I'm kind of happy that this is. I feel like Dragon Ball Z needs to go back to like the kind of 2D fighter sort of thing because at first with like Budokai, I remember like, oh, this is pretty cool, and then 2 came out, I was like, oh, and then 3, then Tenkaichi was like, oh, cool, and then it just kind of like became like iteration after iteration. So I think this is going to be a really fun game. You know, I'm really looking forward to watching some esports matches in this game.
What I'm interested in is coming from the competitive standpoint is because I know a lot of people haven't played Guilty Gear, even though it's the best looking fighting game on the market. It's a very complicated in terms of its execution. So I'm wondering, considering a lot of casual people are going to play this, because people who grow up in the 90s want to live with this nostalgia to the day we die. But like, I wonder if they're going to simplify anything, or if they're just going to be, nah, man, you got to hit punch, kick, slash, heavy slash, Roman cancels. I wonder if they're going to keep it complicated, but like or have some ready to go combos for certain characters, and then like have a deeper pool for people. Because real talk, if this game's at Evo next year, I will personally fly to Las Vegas and just spectate. It's gonna be awesome.
Awesome. Well, hey, if you fly to Vegas, we'll go together.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to a couple of quick hits here. We got Black Desert Online's coming to the Xbox.
I was so upset. This looked like such a cool game, and then they said MMO. Never mind.
Yeah, because MMOs are terrible, and no one should ever play them.
Hey,
it's not a console.
Destiny's not a bad game. Okay,
that's not an MMO.
No, that doesn't count.
Diablo's not a bad game.
That's not an MMO either.
What is that? A dungeon crawler?
Yeah,
I'm drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's go into, I believe this is the last slide that I have here. Yeah. So last slide. This looked like some kind of like Blade Runner, like old school adventure game, kind of like pixelated adventure game.
Yeah, it's so weird. But it's all style.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it looks pretty. Oh my gosh.
Like, I've never seen 2D look like this.
Have any of you guys ever played Flashback?
Yeah, I did. This looked a lot like Flashback.
Yeah. I got that kind of vibe immediately, and I was like, oh, I need to play this game. I'm probably going to be horrible at it. I'm going to die a million times, but I need to play it.
It might be a 2D shooter game, kind of like Flashback, like the new one was. I played the new Flashback, so it might be similar to that style.
The original wasn't really like centered around the shooting or combat. Honestly, the combat was a little kind of jank, for lack of a better term. But yeah, a lot of it was more like platforming and solving like kind of puzzles, getting this thing, so you need to so you can proceed, or like getting like this sort of key code, that kind of stuff. Mostly stealth, the kind of stuff like that. So I'm curious to see like what kind of mechanics this game is going to have, because like just visually speaking, it's got me hooked. Like I'm very, very like interested in this game.
You know what else visually has me hooked? Because we didn't really see too much from the last light, so we'll just move on to this new one here. The Artful Escape, and this was all just look. This wasn't. There wasn't really too much to it. This looks insane.
Sick guitar riffs.
Yeah, it's just like this dork runs out into the winter, and like he has a suit on and like he has like a guitar, and then he's riding on like a weird sailboat thing that across this weird Indian place. I don't know what's going on.
Wondering what this is gonna be. I feel like it's like, I don't know. I'm like, is this gonna be like a rhythm-based platformer kind of thing? I don't really care because it looks cool. Like,
this is all style. There's really no substance here, but it looks fucking psychedelic.
I want to believe it was like co-produced by Tenacious D.
It seems really, yeah.
I believe that.
Tenacious D and the drug-inducing guitar riffs.
And after that was, I think it's called something Vein.
Code Vein?
Code Vein.
Yeah, that looked cool.
Is that the one with the vampires? Yeah. No.
Is that vampires?
Is that game?
I don't think it's vampires.
I know there's some
sense because Vein.
Yeah, I know there's some like vampire eating fetish in that game somewhere. I don't know.
Is it old?
Really like dark and like gothic-y, which like I'm not gonna lie, I'm into that kind of stuff. I was into gothic chicks when I was in high school. So
who isn't? Gothic chicks are the hottest. Seriously, they're still hot.
So pale.
Not even that. It's the different colored hair. That's what does it. That's what it is.
Oh, I don't like weird hair colors.
No.
I'm with you. I don't
sorry.
like that.
Yeah,
I'm so
redheads.
Nero, please be with my tag team. Please be my tag team partner right now.
Give me all the hair colors. All of
Yes.
Just be normal, damn it.
POCs, people of color unite.
Tin button, sound in. What hair color? Be part of our conversation.
Let's see. So yeah, they
Is
had
this me or is
that.
everything turning into Dark Souls?
What else
You're not wrong.
I did kind of get a Dark Souls-y kind of vibe off it, but it's more
I got
like
kind of like a God Eater vibe off of it.
I was thinking like Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all of them at once.
Yeah.
Why not everything?
Yeah. Could be one of those genre blending sort of titles that does it like really well. Who knows?
Also, you have to carry 60 eggs across the finish line, and you have to do it to beat the main story.
Redheads don't count 10 cent or a 10 button.
Yeah, they do.
No, they really don't. Like blue,
They count
it's blue.
double.
It's blue, green,
Redheads
turquoise.
are natural, so he's on our side.
Yeah,
They are
Yeah.
natural, yes, but I'm just saying they count double.
no,
Yeah,
don't.
they do
don't.
count double.
Yeah, they really do.
So we had
banana
Sea of
eating
Thieves
game.
come up after Code whatever. It's a bad name for a game.
Code Vein.
Code
Yeah.
Vein. So we got Sea of
Damn
Thieves
Code.
right after, and
I got your Code Vein right here.
Dun, 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 dun. But instead of that, you're gonna get.
Don't jump.
See the
Oh,
difference?
well, all right. You can jump.
Pirates.
I actually like this demo. I like when they showed this game off before. It was just a bunch of YouTubers yelling at a screen, and
Were they YouTubers or were they paid teenagers to be assholes for 5 minutes?
I would suspect they're YouTubers because that's what YouTubers do. They yell at screens. So
That's true. I don't yell at screens. I give you information about Mega Man X lore.
You sometimes yell at screens.
I mean, yeah, because I'm Mexican. That's why.
Don't be racist.
Not racist.
it's not
You can't be
racist when it's your own race.
Exactly.
Sure it is.
I'm just saying I do it because I'm naturally high blood pressure. It's because I'm brown and I eat a lot of eggs. I'm not making sense anymore.
This
Continue.
is great.
You got your hair covered, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
can someone answer me the question? That guy that was narrating the Sea of Thieves wasn't Cynical Brit, was it?
I couldn't tell you.
I thought he was just a Twitter avatar. I didn't know he was an actual person. That's mean.
John Bain, I believe his name is. I think that's his name, John Bain.
Twitter people aren't real people.
I mean, I'm not real. I don't exist. What fabric of reality are we
It's a
in?
moment of celebration or shared wonder. But for now,
Okay,
Yeah, so
let's
I-
get back into Sea of Thieves. So Sea of Thieves.
How is
I
this
thought
person
it looked
climbing
more
up a ladder
impressive this
carrying a
time.
treasure chest with both hands?
on Devil's Ridge beneath the sands,
You're killing me.
thieving hands.
I can't do it.
This game is kind of a mess. That's all I'm saying.
Nice transition.
Ah,
And so
They eat
game-
bananas weird. They carry treasure chests up ladders with two hands.
it's
I don't
video
get it.
games, man. That's what video games are.
Every region has its
Video games don't make sense. They don't have to.
Video games make the least amount of sense.
abandoned stashes.
I do
So
like
I'm
that
not-
gimmick of holding up a piece of paper in front of your face to see the objectives, though.
And
It's a nice
sometimes you'll encounter
That was interesting. I like
whatever
that, actually.
would like to
I'm not really sure what this game is supposed to be. Is it like an MMO? Is it like a
It
co-op?
seems more like a Destiny type of thing. Like you go in an instance on a submission for buried treasure or something. Not to see
like
more of
a
the
video.
story stuff, but I like the way the game looks. I like the way the game plays. I like,
Story in a rare game? That's funny.
fighting and troublemaking.
I mean, it looks like a rare ass rare game, but yeah, it's cool.
Oh, so boring collectathon? No, thank you.
No, like just the graphical
you
style.
get to shoot
It looks
yourself
like- it looks like
out of a
Banjo-Kazooie
cannon.
bullets.
Okay, this game is cool.
Look, he brought the
I
right
mean-
Thomas, I'll play with you. I'll definitely play this game with you.
I'll play it. I'll play with you guys.
I'm curiously optimistic.
Yeah, I'm with
With that banana,
I'm just
though.
in on that one. Curiously
If you've got a bad
optimistic on
feeling,
this.
You can always leave
Yeah,
I want to see more. That's
Yeah.
all.
for a speedy
all.
get.
Can I will buy this game day one for full price and a season pass, and this is all, of course, you can quote me on this. If I can fight a giant sea kraken,
Release
That'd
the
be
Kraken.
awesome.
If there's a sea, if there is a sea kraken in this game that you can fight with your friends, I will fight a sea kraken with you.
They should make
Are
that
there
the
other,
raid.
are there other types of Krakens? I thought they all came from the sea.
You kill the
Well, I
kraken
mean,
and then loot explodes out of it.
I mean, Cthulhu's a kraken, and he's technically from another dimension.
Okay, so I'm looking at the thing. There's like a kraken on the wall. So there's got to be a kraken in this game.
But it has to. No, it can't just be that. It has to be actual kraken you fight. No technicalities on this. It's money.
No, there was
What
a
about
painting.
just like a big squid?
It's called
No, not a squid. A kraken. A full-on kraken.
You probably fight a kraken. I'll say that.
All right. Don't rare. I'm
Usually
gonna
it's
say
strong.
rare because I know you're listening, rare because you love us. Even though you don't know we are. Don't put a kraken in there because I don't want to spend money.
One step closer
Alright,
to peace.
I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead to the sea fight. So I thought the sea fight was pretty impressive with the way it looked. The way the water looked really impressed me. The kind of like cartoony, cell shaded look to it, and the way it flowed. I like shooting yourself out of a cannon and going onto the other person's ship and killing everybody. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that part looks pretty fun.
I'm
The
pretty
enemies
sure
look
that's
weak.
auto aimed, so you don't, so you can't miss it. Because that'd be funny if you just miss it and go over.
It would actually be more interesting if you could miss, and then you're just kind of in the ocean. It's like, now what?
And now you're screwed.
You be
There's
screwed.
something about the way this game like controls and plays just seems weird.
It looks like Donkey Kong.
I don't like the single shot. The single shot annoys me, reloading after every single one.
I mean, that's realistic, Thomas.
Ah, fuck
Yeah.
it. Give me video games. Just give me a clip on that thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Double-sided, extended clip.
he's right.
Give me the bandana and I get infinite ammo any day, and I'm
Just
game.
give me an AK-47. I'm good.
That's what mods
Even
are
the pirates.
for.
Those are the Russian pirates. Only the Russian pirates have the AKs.
Okay. Let's get off of Sea of Thieves then. They had Tacoma there for a little bit. I won't really talk about that because they've been shopping that around.
They had a
for
pickup truck there.
while.
Then
I'm sorry.
I got it.
Yeah, I know. Tacoma's a pickup truck.
you can fight a shark.
Yeah, you can fight a shark. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Okay,
Not
let's
as cool
go
as
head on
fighting a
over
kraken.
into Lucky's Tale.
I want that so bad.
So for those of you that don't know,
Although
Lucky's
they
Tale
trolled
was
us with
originally a
Conquer
VR
again.
game, and now they've brought it over to Xbox One as Super Lucky's Tale.
Because nobody cares about VR. I called it.
You did.
But no,
call
seriously,
that.
like the little character popped up on the tiny screens and it looked like Conquer, and I was so excited, and then he popped up in full. I'm like, oh, that's not Conquer. But I still want this game so bad.
So
Yeah,
bad.
it looks like a game that you would really enjoy. A 3D
It's so
platformer.
cute.
Collectathon. I really like the look of it. Looks cute. Looks adorable. How could you not like Lucky?
I'm a sucker for this kind of game, though.
It's different, interesting characters like worms and birds. And
Yeah.
whatever.
And that giant frog thing, whatever that is, I'm not even sure, with the top hat, so it's cute. But yeah, it doesn't look like it even has a lot of powers. It's mostly like run and jump. There's like that dig mechanic.
Mhm.
It's not much variety, but I still want to play it. It's probably like a XBLA like cheap game, maybe $10,
Oh, it looks adorable.
right?
Are 3D platformers back? Can we say
Yes,
that? I mean,
they are.
Yes.
They're
I think
officially
they
back.
are. They're coming back.
Okay. I mean, yeah, ukulele was kind of bad, but I mean, hopefully this one will be
It was
good.
fine. Funk Unplugged looks great.
I mean, I mean, yeah, and then the King returns this December, so that's cool.
The King?
Mario.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm talking about like a game called The King.
No, that's the original game. Do not steal. No, this game looks cute. This game
Yeah.
looks fun. Is this coming to the Switch?
No.
Well, I'm
Well,
not-
maybe. They didn't really specify which ones are exclusive. They said there's 22 exclusive games coming to Xbox One and PC, of course.
Yeah, because
And that
I
they
would
announced
love
like
to.
46 total games or something like that.
I would love to. I mean, I'll buy this off the Windows 10 store. Despite
definitely.
that. But like, I really want to play this on the Switch.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It shows it's on the Windows Store, but it didn't have like platforms available.
This fox guy looks adorable. Oh my god.
And they also showed off Cuphead, which is finally got a release date for this year. I can't remember what's the actual date, but it's coming out this year.
September 29th. September 29th.
Yeah,
Am I the only one that's kind of over it?
I'm still interested because I got to play it at an event last year, and it handled really well. Like I really enjoyed my time there playing it co-op.
Because Justin doesn't like it, that means he hates all 1940s cartoons that made that laid the groundwork. Yeah, so
true.
Yes, it does. It does because he said so. Person of color says something about you. That means it's true. Anyway,
that's not how it works.
This is how it works. I'm the majority.
That's not how it works.
You're wrong. Minority.
No, we're even. We're even in this group. This Cuphead. I'm gonna buy Cuphead, even if it's not coming to the Switch. I will buy Cuphead because it just looks so. I think one of the first show I did with you guys, I said I love visual design. I love distinct visual. And Cuphead is the definition of distinct visual. That the fact that they were able to take 1940s animation and make it looks like it makes a fun game, that is awesome. I will pay however much it is. $30? I'm thinking no more than $30.
Yeah, I can't imagine it being that much.
But speaking of distinct visuals, how about that Terry Crews?
There you go. They had Terry Crews riffing at the beginning before they showed off Crackdown 3. And
he voices the character, he's in the game.
Oh, really? I didn't actually know that.
Because it says starring Terry Crews as whoever.
Oh, okay.
And then they cut to the game footage, and it was him in that it kind of is a cartoony style actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to buy this game.
Yeah, see that black character that just hopped down, that's Terry Crews.
Yes.
Awesome. Commander Jackson or something.
I like the one line he said in the beginning where he's like, "You're not gonna drop bombs on people. You're gonna drop buildings." And I was like, "Shit, this guy's getting me hyped."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry's just infamous with guns.
Terry Crews is the ultimate hype man.
He is.
Really is.
Or Cheeseburger Eddie, as I knowingly love him as.
If they have the level,
Terry Crews is the dude.
If they have the level of destruction in this game that they've shown in their tech demos and stuff, I'm totally playing this game.
Yeah,
because that's what it.
It didn't really look like it had that much destruction in the game in this trailer here, at least in my opinion. I thought it was going to be more they hyped up the destruction stuff a lot earlier on with the cloud, how that will handle it. Yeah. It didn't really impress me all that much, but I'm still interested in seeing what Crackdown 3 has to offer.
Look, and here's the thing. If I buy Crackdown 3, despite that it shows me all the cool shit that I will do the safest thing, because I'm boring.
You can throw a car!
But you could topple buildings. I'll just throw somebody into one building and just silently go, yeah, and never play the game again. I am easily amused. I am too easily amused right now.
Alright, I think I'm gonna skip ahead here out of this.
Yeah. There was some cool stuff in this little indie showcase here, but it was all too quick.
Are we skipping over Ori getting a sequel?
No, that's near the end.
Okay.
We're gonna go straight into Life is Strange right now.
Yes.
So there's gonna be a Life is Strange prequel called Before the Storm, because this takes place before the storm in Life is Strange.
Spoilers, big spoilers.
It looks like it's going to be following mostly the crew of Rachel and Chloe.
The crew?
Yeah, the crew of Chloe and Rachel.
Thomas, I just got a letter from Ubisoft. We've been officially asked to cease and desist because we use crew outside of the terms of engagement. We need to stop doing everything.
Never. We're a rogue system here at TrideShot.
# the resistance.
This is very indie.
And now I've got a cease and desist from Sony for using Resistance. Thanks a lot, Ben.
This game looked very hipster and indie, just like the first game.
But the first game is filled with so much heart. But I hate that it's a prequel. I would have loved it.
This looks like a shell game.
It looks like a in between. You know what it looks like? It looks like they wanted to make a Life is Strange game, but they're still not confident about it. So they're giving us. It's only 3 episodes, I believe, right? If I saw the trailer correctly, I wanted a new game that had no connection to the other ones, just like it's not a continuation, but new characters. That's what I wanted.
This isn't the sequel they announced. This is a different game.
Oh,
is
well,
it
I'm
really?
dumb.
I thought this was the. Huh.
Yeah.
No. Like Life is Strange 2 or like whatever the other like announced game is.
Oh, then I'm happy with this.
This is just a prequel that they've already had in development.
It says they're only going to have 3 episodes. So.
Okay. Like as far as I know, like Life is Strange 2 was like just announced. Like it's barely in development.
Okay, well I'll play this because like I haven't beaten Life is Strange yet. I only have like 2 episodes to go, but like I already know a lot about Rachel and Chloe or like hints of their relationship, and I would love to play like a short 3-episode thing. You know that. Yeah,
but it doesn't look like it has any of like the cool mechanics, like the the time travel and stuff that Life is Strange did.
Part of that game. Right?
So if it's just like hipster drama,
maybe I'm just an emotional driven tool, but I didn't necessarily care.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, you're an emotionally driven 18-year-old girl.
I am an eternally 18-year-old girl. Like, I mean, I like anime. That's all it says right there. But
over
if the writing is strong enough for me to care once again about Rachel and Chloe's relationship, despite knowing or at least having an idea of what might happen to them in the future or alternative future, I'm talking too much about the game and spoiling things. As long as I care enough and they give me something interesting, I'll be fine. I'll take it. Give it
as
to
someone
me.
who hasn't really gotten into the Life is Strange stuff, like I haven't played through the first episode yet, I might wait until I get the prequel and play through that.
No, don't do that. Like, don't. Just play the main game.
But then I get to know who Rachel was.
You don't.
It could be fun to play the prequel and then the main game.
No, because I guarantee you how they're gonna write this is that they're gonna expect you to have played Life is Strange first, and they're gonna spoil things with Rachel. It's better to not know who Rachel is in Life is Strange and then go back here and then feel more. Trust me on this. I am an 18-year-old girl. Trust me.
I've watched a few playthroughs of Life is Strange. I can handle spoilers.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying it would be an interesting experiment.
Next up, we got some Shadow of War. This kind of just looked like more Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
And I'm not really pining for more Shadow of Mordor, but for those out there that do, like, it looks like it'll satisfy that.
It was a great game, but it was just that. Like it was everything it needed to be. We didn't need a sequel.
Right.
Yep.
I fell asleep playing the first one because I got bored.
Like the new mechanics look cool, but I feel like it'd be better in a different game. Like even if they just continue the Lord of the Rings, like franchise in game form, but just totally remove it from the Middle Earth branding, that'd be fine too. But it was weird to do a sequel to something that felt fine in the first place.
Or give me another turn-based Lord of the Rings game like they did in 2006.
Give me
that.
RTSs are played out.
Not an RTS, turn-based JRPG. EA action. Fun fact: EA produced a turn-based Lord of the Rings game for the PlayStation 2 in 2006, and it's
it was just okay.
It's
the
awesome.
Third Age, right?
Yeah, Third Age. It's great.
Yeah.
It's not canon at all because it can't be canon, but it's friggin' awesome. Go play. You fight Sauron at the end. You actually fight Sauron, the giant eye.
Well, now I don't have to play it. Thanks.
You stab him in the eye? That'd be cool.
No, well, I mean, like, you can, like the animation does, but, like, seriously, you know what? Just give me, screw Shadow of Mordor, scrap all your assets, give me an HD remaster of the Third Age. I will buy that in a heartbeat.
I think I played it on DS or something. It was okay.
You played the DS version? You didn't play the better version. I guarantee you the DS version was probably garbage.
Yeah, it probably was.
But you don't know.
Of garbage DS versions of games.
Considering it was a port not made by Nintendo on a DS, it was probably garbage comparison to the console version.
A lot of things in the handhelds were great. I've proven that before.
Right, but the PlayStation 2 version has voice acting and like cool battle mechanics.
Listen,
and
they put Call of Duty versions out on the DS and they handled terrible. So like, don't tell me that there aren't.
Well, that's not.
He has a point too.
He's right.
He's right. They're both right.
They're both right.
I'm never gonna forget that now. Thanks, Ben. right, guys. Let's just skip ahead a little bit to some Ori.
Yeah, I definitely didn't play the PS2 version.
Can I say that I have not played Ori and the Blind Forest. I want to because of how visual it is. I started crying at the music. That's how fucking pretty this game is. I know that doesn't make any sense at all, but like I started crying how the music was being played. That's how powerful the music is in this game.
18-year-old girls don't make sense. It's fine.
No, I'm emotionally damaged right now.
Oh, is it on the Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, so Ori and the I keep forgetting the subtitle to this one.
The first one's called
The
Blind
Willow
Forest.
of the Wisps.
Yeah, it's named after a Pokemon.
Wisp?
What?
Yeah. Isn't there a Pokemon it's called Wispy? I don't know.
Okay, side note, the GBA version of the Third Age wasn't hard, and it was terrible. I remember now.
All right, I played the first game, Ori and the Blind Forest, when it first came out. I never got to finish it because it was actually an incredibly difficult game to play through. I did really enjoy the emotions it invokes and the music that, and especially the music. Like the first maybe 10 minutes of the game is just like heart wrenching because of what Ori's gone through and like the person that you care
Yeah.
for. Like,
Yeah, don't spoil.
What happens there?
I tried to stream it without knowing anything about the game, and I was just like, my heart! I can't handle this. I need to stop streaming.
Yeah, this game is really good at giving people feels.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll play through the second one. Who knows?
You gotta play the first one first, though.
I've seen people play.
This is a literal sequel. Like it looks like it.
I've seen
takes
Hedgie
place
play
after.
through it, so
It's basically the same thing.
yeah, it's the same thing.
I could just like creeps up on this owl though. He's gonna eat him. Like sicko.
Gotcha.
I wonder if those
Ori 2
skeletons
is
are
actually
like the owl's family there. that
God of
died.
War like hack and slash type.
All right. So then that, and then there was an announcement for Xbox original
Ori
Xbox
affirms
backwards
my
compatibility,
belief in the beauty
which I thought was pretty cool announcement.
That was
They
pretty
basically
cool.
said suck at PlayStation.
Pretty much, yeah, because PlayStation won't. Lord knows PS4 won't put a lot of PS2 games on there backwards compatibility at all for some awful reason.
Yeah, there was an exec that came out and said people don't want those. They're ugly. Why would they want to go back and play those old games? Like basically throwing shade on their own products.
I don't remember if we
Jeez.
talked about it on the last podcast that we recorded, but like one said that they had the PlayStation 1 and 2 there and no one was playing them
Yeah.
at some event. Like that's I don't know. That's
Like,
kind of like
yeah.
you're kind of just throwing your entire brand under the bus. It's like these games that we
Right.
built our brand on, like fuck them. Like
Yeah, like Final Fantasy VII looks jank, right? To be fair, it looks jank, but it's still a great game to play. Just because a game isn't, at least back then. Now, if you look like player one's under whatever his name is, whatever its name is, looks like
Ready
jank.
Player
Now
One's
that's
Unknown Battlegrounds.
a complicated name.
Yeah,
It's Pug. Okay, I'm calling it Pug. It's Pug from now on.
Oh god.
Pug. That game's not acceptable to jank now, but it's okay for Final Fantasy VII and all those games, like Sega Saturn games, to look bad because that was the time, and they're not bad because of their visual style. And that Sony exec who said that is an idiot.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. I don't own a console. I probably won't own a new console outside of Nintendo, but I'm glad that Microsoft is opening the doors of putting backwards compatibility onto multiple games.
Yeah, me too.
10-button
Me too.
gamer, fight me in IRL.
I think it's a great move on their part. for
yeah,
sure.
I really like the fact that they're going back, like they're embracing their past, and starting off with Crimson Skies is huge because that was a knockout game for the Xbox when it first came out. And
I will say
I would,
when they
I would
announce-
actually go back and take a look at it. They're actually upgrading some of their past games too, like to make it look a little bit better. Because like
Which
if you
is
do
nice
go back
touch.
now, those games don't hold up that well graphically. So I'm glad that they're.
I still love some of the PS1 games though. Like for example, with Sony saying like they're not going to go back and bring those back because nobody would want to play them anymore. There's still some beautiful ones from back then. Like I had mentioned
yeah.
Legend of Mana in my video, and like that game is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful
Yes.
examples of like 2D graphics I've ever seen.
Street
And it's a
Fighter
PS1
3
game.
Third Strike.
Oh
That's
my
an
gosh.
Yeah,
older
sure.
game.
2D
Yeah.
art
He's right.
holds up a lot better than 3D art. So
Right, exactly. Exactly. By the way, I want to say that when they announced that Crimson Skies game, I didn't know I didn't own original Xbox, so I didn't know what that was. I love that. I think that was Phil Spencer speaking at the end, right?
Yep.
I think that he was expecting this huge reaction, and there was silence.
Yeah, he was like paused and he's like, nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
No.
Crimson Skies came with my Xbox, so that's why I played that game. I played that game.
They should have you know what have won this conference. Oh, by the way, Halo 1, 2, and 3 remaster coming to PC. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
When did that say? When did that happen?
It didn't. That's the point. They would have said that they would. I would have bought off.
There was no Halo news at all at this conference.
No.
They said that Halo 6 wasn't going to be there, but that 343 would still have a presence.
Maybe they're on the
I
show
didn't see a
floor or
presence.
something. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right.
That sucks.
So let's hope that Brute Force and Armed and Dangerous come to the original backwards compatibility list.
I can't. Or the Xbox Jet Set Radio sequel.
I
Or
want
Steel
Conker's
Battalion.
Live
They
and
should be up
Reloaded
the
and
controller.
crap, what is it?
See, I didn't.
Oddworld. Was it Munch's Odyssey that was on Xbox?
Abe's Wrath.
Yes,
Oh,
Munch's Odyssey. Yeah.
Yeah, that and Conquer. I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Yeah. Wait, you mean Live and Reloaded?
Yeah.
That's on the Rare Replay, isn't it?
No.
No, they went with the
Conker's Bad
original
Fur Day is on
64
Rare
version
Oh,
for that.
but that's the better version, anyways.
Yeah, but I haven't played Live and Reloaded, so I'd like to try it out.
You don't want to play Live and
I've
Reloaded.
heard Live and Reloaded is the better one, but
No.
There's better things about it, but overall it's not better.
Yeah, but it misses the point.
what
it
it
fixes
is
it
the
misses the
Blade
point.
Runner of video games where there's different versions and each one has their own different thing for
I mean,
me.
technically, yeah. There's also Conker's Pocket Tales, which is a pretty faithful. I can't do it. It's not. It's a terrible baby game for babies.
All right. So then
And I made
closed,
VG Dad play it, which was great.
yeah. So they closed out the conference with Anthem.
I have words.
Oh yes.
It looks so good,
Is it
and we're
gonna-
going to play
this
it
is
together.
from
all of us.
BioWare proper, BioWare Edmonton, where the real BioWare lives.
The real BioWare.
I
Not
just
that
wanna put
big
that out
poser
there
Bioware.
so people know.
Not the awkward facial animations and the dump walking animations.
Yeah, like the first thing they did with this Anthem trailer was show some guy talking. That's
Yeah.
really
I like
pretty.
how they did that. That was a nice touch. It's like, look, guys, look, we're not messing around here.
Yeah, that was like a real face.
Those suits, those like exosuits that they had.
Mhm.
Oh my!
I totally missed it, but
Those
at
Iron
the
Man
beginning,
suits.
there's a giant hulking metal creature that kind of looks like something out of Horizon.
Trouble.
Yes.
Big trouble.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Mistake.
Yeah,
That
I just
game looked really great.
I hired
It looked really, really.
people.
yeah, it looks open world, but it doesn't look
They said they could
too
handle
crazy
it.
open
And the price was
world.
right.
Like
Maybe.
You're
right.
It,
It was stupid.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna buy it.
Still out
It looks great. I just
Yeah,
hope
we're all going
that,
to play this together. It's
I just-
full, like, online
anything you
multiplayer.
need.
Yeah, I just hope that its story is compelling. I hope that the story of the single player is compelling.
I guess.
You
I just
know,
want to fly around in an Iron Man suit.
Zero, I am this close to reaching through my computer screen, breaking my own monitor, then buying a bus ticket to Kansas and then punching you.
I don't live in Kansas, so you're going to be out of luck.
I'm in my head can you live in Kansas?
Yeah, same with me too. Like, I don't know where this comes from.
You ready to go?
Because he has that Midwestern charm. But
I'm gonna use my ranger.
it's
Try out some new upgrades.
Anthem looks great. BioWare, make me cry like I did at the end of Mass Effect 3. Not because it was bad, but because I initially cared about all my characters. Make me care about this world. Make the gameplay fun, and give me a great soundtrack. And if it's the core BioWare development team, I might have to break into BioWare Studios, BioWare Austin, and try to steal some things. Edit that part out, Austin. Please. Austin. Edit that part out, Thomas, so BioWare doesn't.
Live.
I'm not editing anything.
Wow.
This is live and reloaded.
I gotta stay away from the Arboretum for a while then.
I will say one thing about the trailer that I didn't really. This is just kind of thing about in general. Just whenever like they kind of try to simulate the multiplayer chat, it's like, oh hey, how's it going?
Yeah, that really annoyed me. I said to Justin earlier that when they did that, I was like, they broke canon, or not canon. They broke kayfabe. So
Yeah, I don't know what that meant.
he had no idea what that meant. It basically means like they broke character.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why
you
am
said
I-
that like you hated that Sea of Thieves trailer where like the YouTubers are just talking to each other.
Exactly, they
play around
broke
that.
Kate. I don't know,
Let's see what's up here.
Kayfabe. They broke kayfabe.
because they're not
Like,
talking
you
about
can't have it
pirates.
both
Damn
ways.
Let's put some more wrestling terms just to piss Zero off.
it! That's like
No, we're just
that's
talking
actually
about
my
the
goal.
Sweet Iron
Is
Man
just to
suit.
like put in wrestling terms in every podcast now, and then
Yes,
he will
that's what
eventually learn what wrestling is, and then start watching it with us.
He'll become bigger of a super fan and know who Bruno Sammartino is.
Seems like
I used to watch Celebrity Deathmatch. Does that count?
No.
I like Celebrity Deathmatch. Let's get it on!
He was so good.
I'll go look.
I like the jetpacks in this game, and you can fly underwater.
Yeah.
It
Marvel's
looks
gonna
like-
sue them. Marvel's just gonna
looks
straight up
like-
sue them for the Iron Man suit.
It looks like they took the combat from Andromeda because a lot of the combat mechanics and stuff. It kind of reminded me of Andromeda a little bit.
Yeah,
And
it
a lot
does,
of
or
people-
like even multiplayer Mass Effect. It was
Yeah,
like that, too.
so I'm glad that there was one part of Andromeda that people
Even a
liked.
bruised apple has some nice spots.
I actually pinpoint like the jump jets there. They sound like Mass Effect jump jets, but I don't know if that's like going to be in the final release or if they're just using that for what they're
Let's do that
showing
later
now.
with Kim.
I just hope it
Yeah.
runs as good. That's all I really want, and this isn't running off of. I want.
I like the fact that there's different suits and stuff too, and you can have like different roles in combat. I think that is like, really
Dibs on the healer. Dibs on the
And
healer.
it all just looks really smooth. Like the way he was like, he pulled out his gun, he was in combat, and then suddenly he's like, nope, it just flew off, and then like went in the water, shot out of the water, like while flying, switched into combat and started shooting. Like it almost felt very natural.
You can equip your javelin
Yeah.
It didn't look clunky.
I'm just hoping that all translates into the final product because you know how some trailers go. They look one
Yeah.
way, and E3, and then another way. But
But this is one of the only trailers that's actually shown like the HUD on screen, as far as like the
Yeah.
buttons you use to do things. So I mean,
There are a lot of scars.
it looks like it's running an engine, like completely an engine, not like a.
But
vendor
what is
an
it
engine.
running off of? What is it running off of? That is the important thing. Is this what it's gonna look like on PS4 and Xbox One, or is this what it's gonna look like on PC? That's the question.
They usually run these on
It's on Xbox
PCs.
One X right now.
Right. That's my worry. Is it gonna be? I mean, I call BS that games are gonna be running at 4K 60. Ha! You can barely do 1080 60 at this point.
On the Xbox One, which is garbage. This
Right.
the Xbox, like you
I
said,
don't
it
even
was
believe.
best for the
I don't
Xbox One
even.
X.
I don't believe either Sony nor PlayStation that they'll be able to get games run at 4K.
You
60.
just said the same thing twice, sir.
I am slightly intoxicated. We've been over this. Been over this. Okay. Anyways, this game's great. I'll buy it on PC. Do we know if it's coming out for PC, or we just know it's console boys only?
I would assume it. I assume it is.
I would
If
say
nothing else, it'll be on the Microsoft Store,
It
True.
might be an exclusive or something. Who knows?
and it has loot.
Actually, let's get some more people.
loot.
Sweet
Hold on a
loot.
Everything has loot. Overwatch ruined everything. Confirmed.
I know, but I love loot. Like
No,
loot in a good
Destiny
game is
ruined
so
everything.
satisfying.
Ever since Destiny,
Yeah.
like a lot of games have jumped on this bandwagon of like 4-player hookup loot shooters.
Destiny started. Overwatch popularized it.
To me, this game looks like Destiny meets Titanfall, and that is a good combination.
Yeah,
Yes. Oh, it's
I'd be with you on
that
that.
is very apt description. I just hope that the loot is shared and everyone. Not. I hope the loot is not shared and everyone
Gets their own
is able
stuff.
to get their own.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to fight over loot. That's one of the things I hate. I like loot, but I hate fighting over it.
You.
I feel like it's going to be an instance thing where like, you all kill things and like the loot only shows up on your screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That would be fantastic.
Says coming 2018.
I don't believe
So
that.
look forward to that being delayed to 2019.
Oh yeah, it definitely. will.
Yep.
I
Like
just,
that
as long
game
as
was the surprise of the show for me so far.
as long as it doesn't
I
get
didn't
canceled.
expect because they showed the trailer at the EA conference last night, and I was like, that looks like a BioWare game. I don't really care.
Yeah, that was a teaser, so it wasn't really much to it. All right.
But like, it's the company known for Mass Effect, and they make this like Mass Effect looking space game, but everyone hates Mass Effect. Like, there's a really bad idea.
Right. Yeah.
People used to love Mass Effect.
I still love it. I love it. I play in 2013 or 2012. In the span of 1 year, I played that franchise 6 times. I love that series.
Question: Mass Effect 2. I have Mass Effect 2, but I have not played it at all yet. Should I? Would you recommend me?
Yes, Mass Effect 2's. I look. Okay, Mass Effect 1 is jank. It's definition of jank. Mass Effect 2.
That's the word of the night, folks. Jank.
Yes. I'm sorry. I made it the word of the night.
Hashtag Jankcast.
Mass Effect 3
This whole
has
podcast has been a Jankcast.
Yeah.
Low. Mass Effect 1 is jank. Mass Effect 3 has its problems. It's still a fun game. Mass Effect 2 is the perfect blend. It's so perfect. It's a near perfect game. Yeah.
Fantastic.
But play one. Play one for it. Have you played one?
I played one, but it was on the 360 a long time ago.
I would say play one just so you can get some story stuff, because I will not lie to you, Mass Effect 2 kind of, like, if you start from just 2, kind of gives you some bad story choices that don't really help you in the third one or give you good emotional stuff. If you play from 1, 2, 3, you'll get a better investment. 1's bad, but get through it and you'll get a better experience in 2 and 3.
I hear the combat in 2 is a lot better than the first.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. It's actual shooter.
That's why. That's when I love shooters, especially now that I'm on PC. But I'll play through the first one. And then
10-year-old games aside, do we want to do Bethesda predictions real quick before we end this?
Elder Scrolls Volume 6, Ultimate Bug Edition. There you go.
We're going to be getting some Wolfenstein stuff. I believe they're announcing a new Wolfenstein today.
Prey Season 2 Expansion Pass.
We'll probably hear what's coming as far as like the next big Bethesda game. Like it's probably not going to be Elder Scrolls 6. I guess they're working on that, but it's like super early days of it. But they do have it apparently an original IP in the works, so we'll probably see something from that.
But here's the thing that we can always count on for Bethesda games: bugs. Because you would think if doing this for over 20 years, you would actually make your games run well when they launch on day one.
You guys think they're going to have a new engine?
No. Why would they?
No.
Why would they?
This one still works. LOL.
Their fans buy their games up by the loads, and that to them is like, well, why should we change what we're doing?
Bethesda just makes games with the intention or the idea that they're just going to mod the shit out of it. That's what I heard.
And that's lazy. That's why I will never buy a Bethesda game, even with Skyrim coming to the Switch. That is it. Plus, they're also boring and uninteresting. And
Get out.
Skyrim bored me. It bored me.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us here at Chart Shot. Thanks for sitting in on the podcast tonight.
Thanks for putting tomorrow. Tomorrow's the live run of Sony, right?
Sony.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna do. I think we'll do a pre-show with me and Justin. I don't know if Ben and Lo can join us, but we'll talk a little bit about Bethesda, and then we'll do a reacts stream for Sony.
Oh, we're becoming a reaction. We're gonna become a reaction website. Oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna do live commentary. Man. So if you don't want to call
it's just because it's so late. It starts at 9 or something. So.
I was gonna make a Fine Brothers joke, but I'm too tired to make one of those right now.
All right. Thanks everyone.
It's fine.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming out.
I love you.